They speak of delays in the construction of a mighty battleship, of shortages in materials, and of too little time in which to finish their work. Their words anger the seated one. He curses them, and the floor shudders beneath the weight of his unnatural voice. You would dare defy me, he roars. You would court the anger of Kraggenskull, Lord of Agrazad. Fools, know you this. If your work is not completed before the next moon, you shall wish yourselves truly dead. 1,000 years of agony shall be the reward for your failure. 1,000 years of undeath in the dungeons of Helgadad. Oh, I see what he did. He said reward, but really it's more like a punishment.
Yeah, he's sneaky like
guy. That. And then we have a picture of him.
Oh.
Zoom in a little bit.
Oh.
And of course you can see the swollen left side. And
you can.
With the snake that's gonna suck.
I have to say that's not cool.
No. Burrowing into your jawbone, that's gotta be not a good thing.
Yeah.
Fired by his own rage, the corpse-like Dark Lord Kraggenskull rises from his throne and draws the sword that hangs sheathed at his side. The blade is unlike any that you have seen. It is hoarily black, black so dense that it appears entirely separate from the hilt, like a tear through which you glimpse the nightmare depths of space. He levels a sword at the cowering men to reinforce his threat, and the blade rebels. It twists in his hand and points accusingly at a place where you are hiding. The Dark Lord narrows his feral eyes, and a wave of psychic shock buffets your mind.
Oh dear.
If you possess the Magnakai discipline of Psyscreen. Yes.
Thank goodness we do. I'm not going to keep track, actually, of that healing one, because that seemed like a pretty stressful situation where you want to focus all your energy on not getting your ass detected.
How come you weren't staring at the parasite with grim fascination? Huh? That's what I want to know.
Jeez, you are going to be fixated with this, aren't you?
Desperately, you draw on your psychic defenses, erecting a shield to deflect the surge of mental energy that is coursing through your mind. Pick a number on the random number table. For every Magnakai discipline you possess, including your initial 3 skills, add 1 to the number you have picked. Oh.
So 3, 4, 5. How many do we have? 7?
Actually, I think we have like 9. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Wait. For every Magnakai discipline, including the initial 3, we have 1, 2, 3. Wait, sorry, wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we don't even need to roll.
Let's roll anyway. Let's see what it is.
Okay.
I'm just really
actually,
curious.
I'm also curious. I've never actually clicked on because the random number table is a clickable link. Oh, okay. Right. It actually just shows a picture in the book. This is your random number table. You take like a pencil or something, and you don't look, and you point at one.
Oh, really?
And that's how you handled it in the book. Okay, so random number generator 4. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To add 9 to it, so.
Mm-hmm.
The swiftness of your actions and the degree of psychic mastery you have attained save you from sustaining an injury to your central nervous system. Rapidly, the shock fades, leaving you ready to face Dark Lord Kraggenskull.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little curious what would have happened if we didn't.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah, I would have been 4 endurance points lost. If we didn't have Psyscreen at all, it would have been 8.
Wow. Oh, there you go.
So, pretty devastating attack if you...
Well, he seems pretty powerful.
Yeah. So, The 2 Vasagonians unsheath their rapier-thin swords and advance towards you, secretly thankful that they are no longer the target of Kraggenskull's wrath. That's true. I would be happy too. The Dark Lord orders them to halt and demands that you step within the circle of the fiery pillars and explain your intrusion. You sense that he has not detected your true identity, that his psychic skills are solely destructive, and that he is, for now, deceived by your Dracarum disguise. I have come from the victorious army of Dark Lord Zog, the conqueror of Kolesia, with vital information to impart, O mighty Lord of Darkness, you say slavishly. You speak partly in Vasagonian and partly in Gaiac to maintain your deception. There is a traitor in your court. He has tried to send word to the enemy, to warn them of what is being constructed in Agrazad. I know who he is, and I carry proof of his treachery. Speak, commands Kraggenskull. Speak or die. I shall speak, O invincible Lord of Death and Decay, and I crave your confidence. Can we not speak alone? You cast an accusing glance at the 2 Vasagonians, and they return your look with fear and hatred blazing in their eyes. Leave us, snarls Kragan Skull, pointing to the stairs with his jet black blade, but stray no further than the hall below, and do not disturb us until I call for you. Oh, good. Look at us, getting rid of the help.
Yeah, the underlings.
Reluctantly, the Vasagonians leave, their heads bowed in reverence, but their eyes fixed murderously on you.
Wow.
You're making friends.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch the Vasagonians leave, you edge nearer to Kragan Skull and prepare yourself to launch a surprise attack. You will need all your speed and skill if you are to catch him off guard. From the bottom of the stairs, you hear the steel door click shut, and immediately you spin around to face your enemy. But he has a plan of his own, and it is he who catches you by surprise. A crackling arc of blue electrical fire surges from his hand and connects with your chest, shaking you like a helpless puppet on the tip of a fiery lance. Now tell me everything you know, he growls as he increases the current. It is a torture that he has employed countless times, and it has elicited the truth from his human victims. Your skin tingles, and the charge causes you to shiver, yet you feel no pain. Staring down, you see that the crackling bolt is being drawn to the golden amulet that hangs around your chest. Its magical properties are neutralizing the evil charge. Kragan Skull senses that something is wrong. He breaks off his attack. His bulbous eyes fill you with fearful suspicion. He steps back, then utters a curse in the dark tongue, which echoes like a thunder around the walls. Black mist pours from his fingers, swirling into a cone that glows on his bony palm. Shadow shapes writhe at the core and gush towards you, engulfing you in a choking flood of deadly crypt spawn.
Oh.
Now, before I go into the choices here, I should point out, I don't know if you remember or not, but as far as Lone Wolf knows, the only thing that can kill a Dark Lord is the Summer Sword.
Okay.
Now, also, the Dagger of Vashna would possibly have the power to kill them, but you've never come across that chance, so you wouldn't really know.
Yeah, that actually brings me just to a quick question, actually. This Dagger of Vashna, it looks pretty cool, but do you ever get any sort of hint, like, in character, when you're supposed to, like, if it's feasible to use it?
Well, yes, I mean, kind of here, the connection would be that it's the dagger of a Dark Lord. So theoretically, if you didn't have the Summer Sword or another option, or if you didn't want to use the Summer Sword for whatever reason, that's the next most powerful thing you have.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's go ahead and use that Summer Sword.
All right. But also keep in mind, Summer Sword, shining beacon of good.
That's good. We want to kill him with it.
Yes, but also it might draw attention.
Yeah.
I
think we got
bring it on.
Yeah.
You draw the Sun Sword, and a gout of golden flame engulfs the blade, flaring with such brilliance that you are momentarily blinded. Oh, good job, Summer Sword. Way to help the team. Kragan Skull shrieks. It is an unearthly howl filled with blind terror. He throws up his skeletal hands to shield himself from the searing light, and smoke curls from his blistering skin as the radiant power of the Summer Sword burns his flesh. Sparks explode as you fend off the swarming cloud of crypt spawn, your blade destroying them with ease, but Kragan Skull summons yet more of the horrors, and you are hard-pressed to keep from being overwhelmed.
Oh my.
Crypt spawned. Combat skill 30, endurance 36.
Wow.
30? 36. However, we get to add 8 to our combat skill because of the Summer Sword.
The Summer Sword?
So we're at 21. I mean, plus 21. Which is a 39 combat skill.
Ooh, this is going to be one heck of a fight.
And we have to try and win in 3 rounds or less.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
All right, they're down to 24. We're down to 36.
Okay.
They're down to 14. We're down to 34. They're down to 4. We're down to 32. They're dead. We're down to 30.
But that took 4 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, right. So we got to go. Took 4 rounds or more.
Yeah, that took exactly 4 rounds.
You slay the last of the deadly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure this wasn't an instant kill. I thought maybe it might have killed us immediately, but no. You slay the last of the deadly crypt spawn and stagger back, wiping the gore from your stinging eyes. Hang on, let me make sure. Did I actually click the right one? Last 4 rounds or more. Yeah, okay. Your vision clears, and to your horror, you see Kragan Skull bending over a bowl that rests in the plinth beside his throne. It is filled with silvery liquid, and at once you recognize its purpose. It is a communicator, a device through which he can converse with the leader, Dark Lord Ngag. The Summer Sword has betrayed your identity, and Kragan Skull is warning Ngag of your presence here in Agrazad. With your heart pounding, you race across the chamber and kick the bowl from its plinth, destroying the image of Nyarg as it floats to the shiny surface. Okay, I'll stop. It's so hard not to. Kragen's skull screams in anger and lunges at your head, his sword now ablaze with the tongues of black fire. You parry the blow, and the two blades hiss furiously as their awesome power collides. Now, I think if you use the Dagger of Vashna, it might not have let him know, but quite honestly, what I was thinking was, Lone Wolf wouldn't know. I mean, if the Dagger of Vashna would really work, not. The only thing he knows that can kill a Dark Lord is the Summer Sword, and he's facing a Dark Lord, so it makes sense that he would use it.
Besides, the life or death situation, for crying out loud.
Right.
I mean, we gotta, yeah. Holy
Oh,
crap!
talk about
he has a
life or
better
death
combat
situation.
skill than us, and better endurance.
All right, so he's got 45 combat skill and 48. Now, huh?
This could be painful.
If you want, now here's a question for you.
Psi Surge?
Psi Surge. It'll
Sorry,
add 4.
Yes,
It'll add 4 to our combat skill, but we deduct 2 for every round we use it.
to endurance.
Yeah, is it every round or every other round? God, I can't think. Hang on. This is number section 195. Let me go check and make sure, because that's a big difference every round or every other round.
Yeah.
I only use it one round, then not the next. Then one round, then not. No, it doesn't work like that.
Per round.
Yep.
Okay.
So 196.
So I'm gonna say we're at 195.
So it's kind of a cross. It'll get our combat skill. Right now, our combat skill's at a -6. It'll get our combat skill to a -2, which is much better. But we're also losing 2 every round.
I think what we'll try to do is we'll do it without it until we get down to 50% hit points, and then if we find
We're getting our butts kicked. Start using it. You there?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then. All right. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah.
All right. He's down to 39. We took 0 hit points. Nice. Got a good hit there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. He's down to 31. We also took 0 hit points.
Shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. He's down to 22. We took 0 hit. Good lord.
Do we? Yeah. We
Yeah,
have.
yeah. And I'm looking up here. We've been choosing different numbers, but we've been choosing like 8, 9, and 0.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
there you go.
Yeah, we've just been either we're
Doing
getting
well.
really lucky, or Lone Wolf's like, pressure causing the best to come out in him, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Now he's 21. We're 24.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe now start using. Well,
We're at 21 hit points.
We're at
What's our
24.
total? 43.
we're at 24.
That is half.
hit
Let's start using it.
points. All right. Hang on. So he's at 21. We're at 24. I'm gonna have to, manually.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 24. He's at 21.
Mhm.
And then we're going to use Psi Surge, which will put us up to 25.
Mhm.
And then we'll just have to make sure that we
I'll
add...
start keeping track.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah.
He's down to 19. We're down to 19.
And we're down to 17.
Well, okay. He's down to 16. We're down to 14. 10. We're down to 10. Oh,
Yeah.
man. He's down to 10. We're down to 11 minus 6.
6. Okay, stop. You gotta
5.
stop using it now.
Yeah, we're at 5 and he's at 10. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
We're at 5.
Mhm.
He's at 10.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
We can use the health potions.
Can we?
Yes.
Can we use a
mid-combat.
health
Yeah,
potion in combat?
Yeah, because it's basically like, you back off for a second and chug it. Or something like that.
And
I mean, it
does
says
he get
you
a free hit?
No, it doesn't say it doesn't say anything. It says
Just
it can
part
be
of the
used in
game
combat.
mechanics.
Let's see, hang on. Let's see real quick. This is what, 195.
195.
I'm pretty sure it says you can use it in combat. Health potion. This potion restores 4 hit points to your total when swallowed after combat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good call.
We're
Good
gonna
call.
just have to fight her out.
All right, we're at 195. God, yeah, but we're at half his hit points.
I know.
Though, once we got to the higher skill, we started getting 1s and 2s from the random
Yeah.
number table. So we'll take
Watch
this
how it
back to
balances out.
1. All right. Let's pray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're dead.
We're dead.
All right,
So now, how do we go back to where we were before? Do you remember how many?
I'm just gonna keep doing it from here, from the 5 and 10
Oh,
until
okay.
because I mean, we're gonna have to keep redoing it, and we might as well go from the 5 and 10.
Okay.
We're down to 3. He's
7,
down to
3.
3. Oh no.
Oh.
Because this is a good enough penalty that we'll win the fight, but with how much left over?
Yeah.
Dead. Dead.
This might be interesting,
Oh,
dear viewer.
3 and 3.
Well, do you
Dead.
want to keep it at 3 and 3? Pretty even. No.
Nah, yeah, sure. This time, let's do that.
I'm just
3
kind of curious.
and 3. Dead.
No, we might just always be dead now. You think? Because we're so low.
Dead. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it eventually. This is by far not the hardest fight I've ever had to do. You defeated your enemy! Woohoo!
We have 3 and.
Yay! 3 hit points left.
Oh my god. Drink a potion of healing, please.
Okay. We're up to 7. You want to eat that meal too for another 3 hit points?
Can we do that right
Yes, we
at the end
can.
of the combat?
Why not? Well, let's for now. Let's just do the 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have the opportunity. So
Okay.
let me erase that. Woohoo! God, we were doing so well at first.
Yeah, and
We were slaughtering, and then we decided let's use the Mind Blast or the Psy Surge, and
Oh, yeah, I guess we're down to 21. Yeah. Yeah, we would have had We would have had 6 more hit points, but who knows what the combat would have been otherwise.
right. Yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
Your life and your mission end here.
Because it took longer to summon. Took longer. Oh wow! So it was an insta kill. It just gave us hope. Quickly, you
that's
leave the
cruel,
chamber.
game.
Leave the chamber by the stair and leads to the roof. This land beast, Kragan School, personal winged mouse, sniffs the air and shuffles along the perch with a nervous rolling gait. It senses that you are a natural enemy. It's determined to resist your attempts to subdue it. More than an hour elapses before you can control the creature. You climb onto the saddle. You pull the reins and urge it skyward. You have flown. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were no longer cleared the roof. Then you were engulfed by a squadron of screeching crans swooping from the night sky. They have flown all the way from Kag, the Dark Lord fortress in the south, after being alerted to your presence by Dark Lord Nag. Valiantly, you fight to defend your life, but the odds are overwhelmingly against you. The Cran drag you from your saddle, and you meet your doom in the heart. You're dead.
Okay.
So-
So now here's the question: shall we do it again with the summer sword and try to get within 3?
Or just use the Dark Lord, the dagger at Vashta. I'll leave that choice up to you.
I'd like to see if we can't do it in less than 3 turns.
All right.
Let's try it one more time, and if we can't do it, we'll switch to the dagger.
Sure. We were at 38
Yeah.
hit points when we started this fight.
Pretty sure we were
God.
at 38.
God, we went from 38 to 3.
I'm pretty sure we were at 38.
So, yeah. And then I'll re-add the potion.
Okay.
4. Okay, guys. Sorry, we were doing some researching, like if the Summer Sword did double damage to them, and nothing says that the Crypt Spawn or the Dark Lords are undead, so we're not going to do that. We're going to try, and Inferno has requested we try to defeat them one more time within 3 turns. And then, of course, if that doesn't work, maybe we'll try the Dagger of Vashna. We also found out that I made a mistake on the Endurance. I somehow bumped us up to that we weren't supposed to have. We have a total of 41. So to make things fair, we took our current from 38 back down to 36.
So we stay at 88%.
Right. So you're gonna use the Summer Sword. It brightens, shines, and then we're gonna combat skill 30, endurance 36. It doesn't say it's immune to Mind Blast.
No,
so
it doesn't. So let's use Mind Blast.
Yeah, use Mind Blast to bump us up to that max table and try and get them done in 3 rounds. All right, let's do it. He's down to 26. We're down to 34.
Okay.
He's dead. And we took another 2.
Perfect.
So, very nice. No, we took 2, only 2. So he's dead.
only
We
2.
beat him in 2 rounds.
Fantastic.
All right. Now. Okay, yeah, this is different. I was like, it's the same picture. Did I
Uh,
go to the same place? As you
Yeah.
surrender the sunder the last of the crypt spawn, Kragan Skull reaches out to touch the surface of a bowl that rests on a plinth beside his throne. It is filled with a bright, silvery liquid, and at once you sense its purpose. It is a communicator, a device that enables him to speak with his leader, the Dark Lord Nag. The Summer Sword has betrayed your identity, and Kragan Skull is about to warn his master that you have returned from the Daziarn and are here in Agrazad. As his bony fingers dip within inches of the shimmering surface, your only hope is to stop him. To stop him is to hurl the Summer Sword at his back.
That's awesome.
Pick a number on the random number table. If you have completed the lower circle of Solaris, yes, I have. Add 2. If you completed the lower circle of Solaris and the lower circle of Fire, add another 1. So we get to
plus
add
3.
3.
Okay, here we
Come
go.
on, we need a 3 or higher. Don't fail me now. Oh, you bitch.
No, God. I wonder what happens.
I hate
We
you.
might have to re-roll that.
I hate you so much. Random number generator. I don't know. Hang on. I think. Let me go. I think we may have failed. Yeah, we failed.
Yeah, I'll have the same one. Yeah, it's the same thing. Even if you kill them, you escape.
So
and
we
they
just want a
hit
random
attack.
number generator that we got it in time.
Yeah, I guess it seems wrong, but I guess you can't just end the whole thing saying, you fail. Let's just take that random number thing one more time.
How
Just
mean
make
for
me
them
feel
to.
better.
How mean for them to lead you on like that.
It's not really mean. It's just. I
All
wonder
right.
if there's anyone who plays this like Iron Man mode and they're just like, okay, I
Oh,
guess
son
I'll
of a
stop it now.
Biscuit. Yeah. Let's start all over. All right,
People.
so we'll go page 75. The sun sword spins through the air, its heavy blade pulling it slightly awry. You fear it'll miss the Dark Lord, yet it catches his outstretched hand and shears it off at the wrist before embedding itself into the chamber wall beyond. The evil lord screams in agony, cradling the severed stump in an attempt to staunch the flow of foul-smelling ichor. Then he shrieks maniacally and rises his sword with his remaining hand. He is badly wounded, but he staggers forward, and you sense that so long as he wields the black sword, he is a formidable enemy. Ooh, took him off at the wrist.
That's why I want to use the summer sword, because there's no point. I mean, you might as well be a badass.
Yeah.
I'm glad they give you a solution that even though he detects you, you manage to stop him in time.
All right,
That's
so
pretty
now we
cool.
got to pull out just one of our regular weapons. Our
So we can't have that big ass bonus to the
No.
combat skill.
no, we can't. Which is
At least
weird.
until the next 3 rounds, and then we can retrieve the summer sword, which I totally want to do.
Oh yeah, if you survive the first 3 rounds of combat, you're able to retrieve the summer sword. And that makes sense too, because they're not supposed to be killed by a normal weapon. So it would look like the first 3 rounds we're just kind of holding them
Holding
off
them
as
back,
best we
yeah.
can, yeah. With our broadsword. We're like Conan the Lone Wolf. Alright, so we have a combat skill of, he's immune to Mind Blast, so we're back down to 18. So we have a combat skill of 36 versus 30. So we're
Wait,
still at
is
a plus
that isn't
6.
that adding in the summer sword right there?
No.
Oh, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope, not adding
My
in the
bad.
summer sword. I'm pretty sure because on this one it's 18 and 18.
Okay.
It's the lower circle of fire, all the 3 lower circles, the
Okay.
weapon mastery, silver helm shield, and the vest and bracers.
cool.
All right. So let's do first 3 rounds.
Mhm.
Good lord, he took 18 points of damage. He's down to 11,
Nice, and we took 0.
and he's dead.
Who needs a summer sword?
We took
That's
0
wonderful.
hit points. Good lord, we got like 2 randomly generated
Watch
zeros.
this game is gonna completely screw us over, and we'll turn to page 240 and be like, "You still lose," and you're like, "God damn it!"
But after all the effort, we're winning by like 3 hit points. Let we just pwn him this time.
That's funny.
All right, well, whatever.
Hmm.
Your killing blow draws a howl from the Dark Lord Kraken Skull, so loud it shakes the very foundations of the building. He falls, yet he is so confused because normal weapons shouldn't kill him.
Well, we'll just pretend we wounded him and then finished him off with the summer sword.
We drove him back into the handle of the summer sword and impaled him. Yeah,
By the
sure.
handle, that's
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
We drove him back really hard. He falls, yet as he does so, his withered frame vanishes before your eyes, like Obi-Wan, leaving only the tattered gray robe and a black sword to mark his passing. If you wish to keep Helshezag, the sword of the Dark Lord Kragenskull, mark it on your action chart as a special item. You wrap this sword in the remains of the Dark Lord's grey robe and carry it vertically tied behind your backpack. When used in combat, it will add 5 points to your combat skill and 7 points when used against a Dark Lord of Helgadad. However, prolonged use of this blade will weaken your endurance score. In the second and subsequent rounds of every combat in which you use the sword, you reduce your endurance by 1 point. I think it's worth it because not only do you get to keep this forever, but you don't have to unleash the summer sword every 5 seconds.
I was about to say, I think Lone Wolf would be like, that was really a close call. Let's have something where it isn't.
So, yeah,
and if it's a weapon of a Dark Lord, there's a good chance to assume that would hurt, similar, or at least have some sort of effect.
We're going to get rid of the Psychic Ring because we don't need it.
There you go. Because there's a 12 special item limit, right?
Right. Sword of Kragen's Skull. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then it is a adds plus 5.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we'll just know that every other round, because 1 point every other round, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
He didn't say every other round, did he?
Yeah,
it's just
it's a second
every
and
point
subsequent.
after the second.
Well, subsequent means
subsequent, which means each one after the first.
Okay. Yeah, so I misunderstood.
So like the first round, you're fine.
Kill him fast.
Wait, let me just look at the description real quick.
Yeah, sure. Kill him fast.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
or you can just switch out weapon.
Second and subsequent rounds.
Yeah. So each round.
Still, even 1 point per round is not horrible if you need the combat points.
If you absolutely need it, yeah.
So, all right. Having recovered from your combat, you quickly leave the chamber by a stair that leads to the roof. There you discover this land beast, Kragenskull's personal winged mount, perched on a raised log. Standing nearby is a Death Knight, armed with a spear, staring absent-mindedly over the parapet at the harbor lights below. This land beast sniffs the air and shuffles along its perch with a nervous, rolling gait. It senses that you are its natural enemy and is becoming agitated in your presence. You must act quickly and with skill if you are to use this beast to escape from Agrazad. If you have a bow and wish to use it, if you wish to approach the Death Knight and tell him he is wanted in the barracks, or if you wish to creep on the warrior and launch a surprise attack.
I almost think that, although I would really like to just trick the Death Knight and tell him that he's wanted in the barracks, I think that's going to, first of all, take too much time to convince him, and I'm afraid the mount's going to alert that our presence, that there's something wrong with us. I think we should creep up on him and try to take him out.
You don't want to use the bow?
How many arrows do we have now? 5?
We have 5. You can only carry 6, so we're almost
This is
full.
pretty important, so let's go ahead and use an arrow.
All right. The Death Knight, silhouetted by the glow of the harbor lights, presents you with an easy target. Silently, you draw an arrow to your lips and send it burrowing deep between the plates of the black steel that protects his spine. He stiffens and collapses in a heap at the parapet wall. A quick search of his body uncovers the following items: spear, axe, dagger, 60 kika, bottle of wine, pouch of tobacco, pipe, iron key, and enough food for 1 meal. Anything you want to keep?
Well, the food,
Obviously.
the meal. And of course the money. What's wrong with can't go wrong with some money. I don't think we need the spear, axe, or dagger, considering we have tons of other weapons.
Yes, we have a plethora of weapons.
I'm curious about the pipe and tobacco, though, and the wine. If we can take any of those, I think it'd be hilarious. Oh, and the iron key looks important. Of course, we're going to be taking off to the air pretty soon, right?
Yep. So, well, if you want the meal, we have 1 spare spot.
Just 1?
Well, no, we have 2 because the silver box is a red herring. I got book 8. We don't need it anymore.
Oh, then let's. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's take the pipe and the tobacco. Forget the key, obviously. The key is gonna be for something around, like in the barracks, to his like lock or something like that.
Right.
And we're not gonna be sticking around.
You never know.
But you never know when you
need a good
use a
smoke.
smoke.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for in character.
And if we really need something else, we can always.
We can just get. Oh, of course.
Not dump it, smoke it. All right. Oh, and by the way, I was gonna say, now that we're heading out, if you had gone to the harbor, you would have seen them constructing this giant battleship, and try and find a way to sabotage it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, pass that chance up. The leathery land beast.
Don't rub it in my face. I don't know any better.
The leathery land beast flaps its wings and shifts its weight uneasily from one clawed foot to the other. Carefully, you approach this dangerous creature with your eyes fixed upon its saddle and your nerves on edge, fearing that every moment it will slash you with its razor-hooked beak. Gee, I bet animal discipline would be helpful.
Extremely. Oh well.
Pick a number on the random number table. If you possess the Magna discipline of animal control and have reached the Chi rank, add 4.
Okay, let's just pretend to ourselves, just so the random number generator is be like, yeah, we totally have it. We don't need this
get
plus
to add
4.
4 to this.
Let's add 4 to this.
Oh, we bought
Yeah,
it.
there.
It
We
bought
tricked it.
Yeah.